Hey everybody, it's Corey here, the TTC waiting game. I apologize that I haven't been around. Work has been crazy. Um, my hours are all over the place, so it's so hard to get a time when I can sit down and do one and not have any distractions, like from worrying that like my husband's gonna be around, because I told him I do these, but he's like, "Wow, really? Why would you? Why would you make video?" Like, he thinks it's stupid. It's a good way to vent and get stuff out there, but. Anyway, I ovulated the 18th through 22nd of this month, and I'm a pee-stickaholic, so I tested yesterday morning. It was negative. It was a cheapy one, but regardless, it was negative. So that's that. So my AF is due at the 4th. So yeah. And when you try and talk to people about it, they always say, as soon as you stop trying, it'll happen. And, almost 5 years of only getting one positive and then miscarrying is very upsetting. I don't want to hear it. I know they mean well, but it's like, I don't want to hear it. I just want it to happen. I want to be pregnant, and that'd be it. And with miscarrying in May, every time a new month comes in, like going into November, it's like, wow, I would have been, 6 months pregnant this month, or, I wonder what it would be like right now being pregnant, and, what symptoms I would have, and, so I know when February rolls around, because February was my due month, so I know February is going to be a rough month, because, I would have been giving birth if I had not miscarried, and so we're still trying. It's just hard. And then when I was ovulating, we did it twice, and only because work was so hectic, and my husband does school at night after he goes to work, so he's really beat, and it's no fun if one of the people aren't into it, and they're just doing it to do it. So yeah. So we're going to try to next month, because I know I'm not pregnant. I haven't had any symptoms, and the pregnancy test was negative, so we're going to try something a little different. Instead of just really, really worrying about my peak ovulation days, we are going to just do it every other day or every third day, because the sperm can live 3 to 5 days in a woman's body, so we are going to try, every other day, if not every third day, and just focus more in on my ovulation days, and then not try and do it more during my ovulation days, but with doing it every other day, every third day. If we miss a couple ovulation days, it's not a big deal, because we've, been pretty steady on it throughout the month. And next month is mine and my husband's birthday. He's the 18th, and then 1 week later is me. So he's 3 years and a week older than me, so he'll be 28, I'll be 25. And it would be nice to get a belated birthday present or an early Christmas present to find out I'm pregnant. December 4th, because I know I'm not pregnant this month. So yeah. But other than that, nothing really has been going on. Just work has been hectic, and I apologize I haven't been on in a while. I haven't even had the time to look at other programs to do videos on, so that when I put this on YouTube, I don't lag like crazy. That is pretty much it. Nothing really new is going on the 4th. Hopefully, depending on work. I'll get another cheapy pregnancy test on the 4th. I'll do a live pregnancy test. I know it'll be negative, but I told you guys in the first video that I'm going to take you guys with me through everything, even if it's multiple pregnancy tests, or, sitting here being upset because, yet again, I am not pregnant. And it's so upsetting because all my friends from high school and from college are pregnant, either with their first child, second, or third. And it's so upsetting, because it's like, why can't I get pregnant? Everybody. And it's like, everybody I talk to, one of my friends just told me the other day that that she's pregnant and she's about 16 weeks, but she didn't want to say anything because she wanted to get past, the 13-week mark where, you're kind of past the iffy point. So she's pregnant with her second kid. And it's like, why can't I just get pregnant once? We have our daughter now, and it's like, if I could just get pregnant once and never get pregnant again, I will be so happy, because at least I'll have two kids, and biologically we'll give birth to one. So that's all I want, just one child. It's all I want to give birth to one child. And it's upsetting that all my friends are having like their second, third kid, or their first pregnancy, and I hate planning baby showers. I would rather have it for me. I would love to be the one to be pregnant. And a lot of family members are like, if it doesn't happen, there's always, alternative ways, like there's IVF or IUI, and those are expensive. It's like $20,000. I looked at it online. It's $20,000 to do one round of IVF. One round. $20,000. And if it doesn't work, you have to pay again to have another treatment done. So say it takes you, 4 treatments. Holy crap. That's $80,000. $80,000. And there's no guarantee that it works. So there's $80,000 down the hole. So, and there's always adoption. But adoption is expensive too. And what's so crazy and sickening is that it's cheaper to adopt outside the U.S. And there's so many, like, I'm not saying that one country differs from the other. It's just, whatever country you're in, you shouldn't have to pay more to adopt in the country you're in. Like, if you're in China and want to adopt, it shouldn't be cheaper to adopt somebody over here. You should be able to adopt, in your own country for the same price, if not cheaper. And it's so stupid, because a family friend of ours adopted a little girl, beautiful, beautiful girl. She is 2 or 3, or almost 3. Beautiful little girl. She is from China. And it was actually $13,000 cheaper to adopt her from China than it was to adopt in the U.S. That is sickening, because there's so many kids in the U.S. that need to be adopted to good homes. And it's like, people can't adopt them because it's more expensive than it would be to adopt outside the U.S. It's ridiculous. I don't know if I would ever adopt. I don't know. Only because I know there's a lot of success stories and things are great, but you don't know, like, not a lot of places will tell you about their parents and, like, their biological parents, and you don't want them to feel like, that their properties, they were purchased. And I've seen a lot of unsuccessful adoption stories. My uncle's brother adopted a girl from the U.S. 10 years ago. She was maybe 2 or 3. She was about 3 when they adopted her. And everything was okay, but she had a very strange personality and would do some of the weirdest things. It's like, that's not normal. And, took great care of her. He makes great money, so she had everything she wanted. And he had her more than 10 years, because she was 15, was like a week shy of her 16th birthday, and they never hid it from her that she was adopted. They didn't want her to feel like they were lying to her, so they wanted her to be knowledgeable about that kind of stuff. So she knew she was adopted, but they loved her ridiculously. And on her they asked her what she wanted for her sweet 16, and on her 16th birthday, she said, "I want to leave. I'm done. I want to go live with my mother," her biological mother. And they didn't know what to do, and the reason she was put up for adoption was because the mother was a crack whore. So she wanted to go live with her mom, and they couldn't. She wanted to go. So she's with her biological mom now, and she doesn't call or talk to them to catch up or see how they're doing or anything, and they try and call her, and so it's like, that's heartbreaking, because you pour your heart into somebody, you know, to make their lives better because of where they came from, so you try and give them everything you can, the best that you can do, and then she ups and leaves. She'll realize the mistake she made later on, because a horrible situation that her mom's in. But yeah, so we're still trying. You know, on the 4th, I'll make sure I do a video. I may doing another pregnancy test. I'll just get a cheapy one. So, other than that, nothing really has been going on. Nothing really is different. Just the fact that I have a job. And it's nothing spectacular, but it's money. So it helps pay the bills. But yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys are all doing really well. I hope everybody that's testing the end of this month, early next month, gets their positives. And I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.